Hello everybody, it is time for a new color along in Dark Fairy Tales, and I'm kind of proud of us because we already did a lot, but we also have a lot to go. So today, or well, for you it will be one video, for me it will be several days, so I'm going to chat and afterwards think, oh, what did I chat about? And maybe about things that already happened in the meantime. This has happened constantly with these color alongs, but I just don't want to do a little bit every day or every other day so I can keep on making these videos for you. I'm going to start with the, well, there's a thunderstorm here. Move it a little bit. This is a thunderstorm, and I think on this side nothing is going on. In this little corner it is bright and light air and things like that, and then it's getting worse. So I was thinking of just doing these clouds. I think they are clouds. And just make it very dark here. So I'm just going to start somewhere. I think I will do the sky blue, and then here it is getting darker. So that will be the starting point, and then these clouds are white, and then we're going to a gray. In my color palettes, I have just one gray, so I'm going to see if I have more colors in my Winsor & Newton one. I used this palette a little bit in my last live video, which was very fun. Now I don't have a gray, I have a white that is almost done and a black. So I think I'm just going to mix the colors a little bit. So I will get a, oh, I will need the palette again, sorry. Getting this one. Using the bits that are still clean. Yeah, I'm going to use this one, and then I can go darker, I guess. But I can mix this one with the white to do this little part and then go darker. It looks a little bit like what I did in my live stream. It was my first live stream this month, and I had a lot of fun. It was so much fun. I did, I'll show you. When I post this video, this might be done already, but I did this. So I did a little bit of the effect that it gets darker, and this page will be black on the edges. So I want to do the same effect over here, but then with the gray, and then here the storm is really going. So I'm going to put a nice little music under this, and you will see what I do, and I hope you are coloring along, having a lot of fun, and I will talk to you soon. And again, so the sky is based. I am going to put shades on here because it isn't very pretty. I am going to use this blue right here for the underwater. I wanted to do something darker, but I'm scared that you won't be able to see the sirens anymore, and I might make a mistake by using this color, but I can always go over with a pencil to darken or lighten it. I'm going to go over the bubbles because it's not doable to go around them, and just get in there with my water paint by Painter Sisters. I have had this set now for how long? I think 6 weeks, 8 weeks, something like that. Not that long, but I have been painting a lot with it, and I just really love water paint. It's such an amazing medium, and you can do a lot with it, and basing with it goes really fast, so yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I also really like the Neocolor 2s. I like the Albrecht Dürers. Actually, there was a really nice deal on Amazon Netherlands, so the Dutch Amazon, on were they Inktense. They are really high on my wish list, and they were like 113 euros instead of 170 something. And I really want them, but I didn't get them because I cannot just buy everything I want at any moment. We just bought a house, and I do have my savings, of course, but my savings are not for spending on my hobby. So I have a budget to spend on hobbies. It's Binky complaining that I'm not downstairs. Sorry, Binky. Yeah, so I didn't get them. I did post them on my YouTube though, so maybe someone else can get them for themselves if they're looking for it or waiting for a good deal. This is it. Really love this color. For you it wasn't that long, but for me it has been a little while since I did the other part, so I have no clue what I said, and I think I didn't talk that much because I just wanted to speed it up. And I'm also going to do it with this part because this page has so many little details in it that I think it will be such a long color along if I don't speed it up. So I'm going to do it with the rest of the this color I'm using. I'm just going to use the same color on the whole water part, and I will talk to you later. It might be another day when I color the next part. I think it will be another day because it is Sunday afternoon and I usually watch Yolanda's live stream. So after I finish this, I hope that it's time to hop in the live stream. I still have more than an hour, so it will be okay, I guess. So yeah, I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to put a nice little music underneath, and I will talk to you soon. welcome back, or actually you have been here, I am back, welcome back to me. I did the sea last, and today I'm just going to shade that a little bit because I think it is quite light still. So let me grab a piece of paper. Oof. For some darker shades, yeah, I think I like those. So this is a darker shade. This is Prussian Blue 246, and this is Hello Turquoise 155. So this is 155. 246. But it actually depends on where you're going to shade over, but yeah, I think it will fit this water because it's a little bit too light for my liking, because it has to be a dark page. I do like the color though, but just give it a little bit more depth. So I'm going to work really hard, and then I hope to upload this video before the end of the month of October, but I'm not going to promise anything because I just have a lot on my mind. I don't know. And Dark Fairy Tales, I haven't been coloring enough in it, and that bothers me, but also that's just life, and I will pick up and catch up, and if I don't, I'll just continue, and maybe because this was last month's story that I wanted to do, and the Little Mermaid is 2 separate ones and this double spread, and the Ugly Duckling, which is 2, was for this month, but maybe I'll just go ahead and do the Ugly Duckling in November. I do have a lot of plans, a lot of buddies, and at least 3 of those buddies are on really intricate pages. Oh, I'm sorry if you didn't see that. So yeah, I just have a lot of plans, and chances are big that I will have less time to color from next month on. So that's also a thing, because I planned a lot. But I think it will be alright. It will be alright. Okay, I'm going to put a little lighter shading on there. And I don't like it. Okay. Maybe I'll take this one instead. So this is the... Yes, this is better. Okay, instead of this one, 155, I'm going to do the bluish turquoise, 149. Oh, and I'm going to close the door for a second. And light my candle, because I forgot. Okay. I'm doing my best to make these videos not too long, but then I'm lighting candles and closing doors. But actually my washing machine, I just put some wash in it, so it will be making noise. And the door to the bathroom where my washer is closed, but it's right across the hall. So I'm also closing this door, and I think you want to be able to hear it. And if you will hear it, it wouldn't be as loud. I actually like having my headphones on, and when I color I usually watch a video and then I have my headphones on, but if I'm coloring and filming I also put my headphones on without listening to someone else. Okay, so as you can see, this little part has a little bit more depth now than the rest of the page, and that is what I want to go for the rest of the water. And the placements on the shadows are actually just where the things are. So I'm seeing that her hair is here, and usually the light source would be from above coming down, so this makes sense because shadow will fall under if the sun is on top, but there's not really a sun here. Everything is dark, so I'm just improvising a little bit, and I also put a little bit of shade on the top because I want to give it a little bit more darkness. So that's why I'm putting my pencils also on different in different places where you wouldn't really expect it, maybe. And I'm going to speed up the process so you can enjoy a little bit music again, because I just don't want to make videos that are too long, and these color alongs already are very long. The last one I think was almost 2 hours, and I sped up a lot in it, so this double spread page will take a little bit longer, but I'm going to film this and you can see where I put the pencil. And if you have any questions at all, because I'm not really explaining in detail why I'm doing this, how to use techniques, because for one, I'm not an artist, so I am learning as I go. As I'm filming, I'm also just learning new things and trying new things out. So it's not that I know everything and you should be learning from me, but I'm coloring and maybe you find some inspiration to color along, and it doesn't matter what you do. Like, are you going to pick the same colors and use the same materials, or are you like, no, I'm just ready to do something else entirely? That's up to you. But I really enjoy all of you watching. But yeah, I'm going to speed up, and I will be back when the shading in the water is done. The shading in the oopsie is done, and I am I am now going over with a white Posca. With the water almost done, because underneath the surface is done, but we still have the waves. I am going to do something with them. And I was thinking of doing them really dark blue. But I don't think it will fit very well. Because like over here I want to do that white, and then here I think I didn't do the clouds gray because I thought those were waves. I could do them as waves, but I think they are clouds now. So we'll see. Let me pick a color first. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this darker blue. It's not the darkest, because here there are some that are darker, but it's a little bit darker. Because there is also no sunshine on the waves, so I think they're supposed to be dark. Underwater is supposed to be maybe a little bit more darker, but I like this color. I'm okay with it. I'm not into realism for this page. That's my conclusion. And after I do the waves, I'm going in with a white acrylic to do the foam. So I'm going to try a smaller brush. I'm going to try to just do the waves where there is no foam. I'm starting here because, let me see. This is the creature, and I have the feeling that they are standing on this creature, but here in between there is water. So that's where I'm going to start. And then the top layer is a little foam, I guess. You know, with the Kirby books you also need a lot of improvisation skills a little bit, I think. And I also think that that is exactly why people are intimidated by it. Because some things only make sense when you color them. I'm going to do the bottom part the same blue. Because the foam usually is on top of things, but yeah, I think this is also blue. Sometimes you just have to follow your gut feeling about these illustrations, and that's okay. And everyone also sees things differently, so it is also really fun to see different pages completed. So if you're coloring along on the same page, or maybe you're doing another one of my color alongs in this book, because I am trying to finish the whole book on camera, which is a lot, but I still love it, so I'm continuing. If you ever finish one, please send me a DM and or tag me when you put it on Instagram or something like that, because I would really love to see what people are coloring while watching my channel. For myself, I usually going to do that as foam. Yeah. I usually pop up a color along and then I start coloring something different than the person on YouTube is doing, because that's just like, yeah, this is not in my plans and I have a lot of plans, so let me start my body or something that I have in my mind already for a while. So it's really fun to color along, but also, yeah, you do you. And maybe you're just watching to get a little bit of inspiration. That's also totally fine. If you're inspired, please also let me know. Hope to inspire people. These color alongs are pretty long. Not everyone has this book, so I know they are not watched a lot if you compare them to my other videos. They don't have a lot of viewers, but some people told me that they really like them. So, and I like doing these, so I just keep going. And this book is just stunning. All right, so here we are with the waves that will have a lot of foam on it. You just have to pick yourself a little where the foam starts and where the wave ends. So just go with your gut feeling for that. I know that's hard, but with Kirby you really have to follow how you feel about the page. Like, do I feel that something ends here and starts there, or because that's how he creates his pages. You can do a lot of different things with it. I have the same feeling with the Joseph Kettenbank books. Working in Dragonspell now, we have a group buddy for Dragonspell. That book is stunning. Well, together with this one, they're both in my top 5 books. Yeah. But yeah, Joseph Kettenbank, just like Kirby, also has some details where you really have to look closely what he means by it. Like, is this part of this or part of something else? And I actually kind of like that they give you a way to be extra creative. So that's fun. So yeah. And I also don't totally understand if that's not for you, but probably you are watching if you're more of a cute and cozy colorist. If you are and you're watching, please let me know. How do you like books like this? Are you intimidated by them? Because I am intimidated by the cute and cozy books, because they have a lot of surface. And the illustrations with a lot of details, they don't bother me a lot. But when you have a big surface, you have to think of, how can I put color on there without it getting splotchy or not really how I want it to. if you know what I mean. The big surfaces are not my friend, and I might have to practice it. Also, I should really get my alcohol markers out one day, but and I know this is not really a reason, but I just have 24 and the colors just aren't what I'm looking for when I'm coloring something, because I'm looking for a different use of a certain color. But there are ways to use them, so that would be a goal in 2026 to use my alcohol markers, at least try them. That would be fun. Maybe I'll set myself some goals. Not a lot, just a few. Because there are already a lot of goals in the form of project books. There is this one. I just made a video actually about project books. There is my Dragon Spell group buddy that I'm hosting with Yolanda. There is the Woodland Kingdom buddy that I'm attending. What do we have? I have 2 books that I have had for a long time that I just want to finish. They are a little bit easier books, so I will be able to finish them. And I picked out 2 project books to focus on a little bit more in the first 3 months. So yeah, I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to use my spinner to randomize my books, because that's one of the most fun parts of planning. I don't know why. Alright, so you have seen how I did this part. I'm leaving the parts white, where I'm going over with a white acrylic marker to really let it pop. But I will show you after. And I'm going to finish the other half with all the blue, and then I will be right back with you. The waves are done. I'm not sure if I like the color combination, but it's okay. And over here, these were definitely clouds, but I kind of like it that it now looks like the ocean is grabbing this boat. And I'm going to create an even darker background behind the boat. But for now, I grab my white Posca and I'm going to show you how I use it. I'll just put it on my paper a little bit, because I'm going to let these foam bits of the waves pop a little bit more. And I do it by just coloring them in and coloring over the lines a little, and also coloring over the blue that I do not want to have there. So I can extend the little foam pieces if I would like that. And yeah, I can create just a little bit more whiteness, brightness in them. And I don't know if I should go over all the lines, but look, like here I can put a little bit more of a nice form. Like this. I can make it a little rounder where it was painted on, because paint is with paint you cannot do like the little, how do you call it? Englishing. With paint you easily make I wouldn't say they're mistakes, but it's harder to do the little pieces the way you like, so you will get a little bit more blue in this case on surfaces that you want to have white. So going over with the Posca will make those surfaces white again, so you can play with what everything looks like a little bit, and I think it will pop a little bit more. So I'm not going over all the dark lines. That's just a feeling that I shouldn't do that. See, just fill in and smoothen out the surface. And even though I'm not really sure about the color combination, I do like the waves. I could go in over the water again and make that darker, because realistically that would look better. So if you're just watching and you're like, I'm going to color this on my own, maybe do the water a little bit darker than the waves. And that's also what I already mentioned before I started them. So I'm going to speed this up again, and I will be back with you soon. And yeah, we'll see what it looks like when the acrylic is done. We are back. I did some extra details on the waves because I liked it better, and now I definitely think that the water should be a little bit more dark, but on the other hand you have this above the water and under the water thing going on. So I think that above the water, and especially here with the boat, I'm going to make really dark. It's going from light to dark, and then here, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to, I'm not sure if I'm going to give the sirens the same colors, but I might do them fully green. So I'm going to check the colors, because of course I used a lot of different colors. This was the Titan, this was the leaves and stuff. I have so much things going on. This was her body. So I'm going to do all of those in this color combination which is 165, 172 and 205. I'm going to get them. So this one has gills, so I'm going to make this one just all green, and then the other 3 cuties I'm going to give a hair color, but for now I'm just going to color in one with you, and the others I'm going to do sped up actually. So on the one hand, I really love that I'm just taking a few days or even a little bit more sometimes for such an intricate page like this for you to color. And on the other hand, I'm like, oh, I just really don't know what I told you yet, and I'm afraid that I'm going to tell stories double, but it will be okay. So this page is a lot, so there might be a chance that I'm going to do all of this in some kind of time lapse. Not because I don't want to show everything, but I think this video will be so long. But I also could do 2 parts. So I could also finish these sirens, upload it, and then take my time for part 2. And you know what I did earlier that I do? Because, well, when you're watching this video there's a line, and it's either part 1 or it is just the whole thing. But I might just see how much content I created already and then make a decision. I don't want to bore you. I'm not going over every little line, just eyeing it a little bit. And I'm wondering if I went over with the light green everywhere. I might have actually. The reason I'm using some different colors, even though they are in the same color family, is that you really get more depth. And the more colors you use that are next to each other on the coloring wheel, the better it actually looks. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I also try to finish this page one day. I might get in with the darker one a little bit more. And you know, coloring is not about creating the perfect page. It's about having fun, learning new things. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I don't know if this video will be online before or after my completed pages. I guess it will be after. Depends a little. I'm really excited to do the completed pages video. I haven't filmed it yet, so I hope that I can do a little bit more on this page. maybe color a little more in it tonight as well. It is Monday, the 27th of October at the moment. And today's a day off. Tomorrow is a day off. And after that I'm going to work a lot. So I also have a lot of coloring plans for November, but I am going to prioritize all the buddies. I'm going to prioritize my members, of course, because that's also some kind of buddy. Really looking forward to that one. And after that I do want to color in some untouched books, but we will see. Alright, I'm going to do the other sirens, but I'm going to give you a nice little tune and let you enjoy it a little bit faster. Now I'm going to do the hair, and I got a darker color out, which is 267 pine green, and I'm going to put some of the dark shadowing inside already. Shadowing is just the dark color of the two. So I'm kind of eyeballing it a little bit, but the top part of the hair I want to do lighter. Oh, I'm using 165 for it, so that's the darker color that I used on the skin. That's what I'm using as the lightest color in the hair, so it stays cohesive. My sirens are green. I think that's okay. Just do whatever. I felt like they should be green because of the previous page. And of course if Ariel is the siren on the previous page, she is a little bit different because she's the princess. And then these are just the regular ones. That's what I was thinking about. So they have the same colors for the bodies, but they don't have the red tail and they don't have the red hair. And here of course she's going to get some red hair because that's Ariel on land. I'm going to do the darkest on both of their heads. And I think chipping away at this page, for me at this point, is just the best thing to do. And in my plans video you will also see that the ugly duckling that I actually had as a plan for this month as well, that will be the November story. Because of my holiday last month I did a little bit less, and then this month I did a little bit less, partly because I have had a lot of other coloring plans and partly because I'm okay with not rushing this. So, and I wanted to do a story every month, but right now I just needed 2 months for the story, and also because it's a double spread page plus 2 singular ones. So I think when you're coloring you should have fun and don't be hard on yourself. So that's what I'm doing here, not being hard on myself. All right, we are here. And I'm going to color on this page. As you can see, here is Evie. She wanted to be with me, so that's okay. And I was thinking of doing all these elements, browns and greens, and then make the coins pop with a gold acrylic marker or something. Yeah, so I'm just going to do browns, greens, and things like that, and I'm not going to make it overly complicated. So I'm just going to start. She's so cute. Wait. There she is. Hello. Cutie. Okay, hang on. I have to hug her a little bit and then I'm going to start. This woman is not planning on leaving, so I'm just going to color while she's doing her purrs. Her purrs. Very purr. It's kind of relaxing, right? Okay, so as I said, I'm not going to make this overly complicated. I'm just going over and shade it and then do the little bits and bobs. Okay, so seriously, this cat. And secondly, I did the shades with Payne's Gray, that's 181, and the green I did with this color. That was green, chromium green opaque, 174. So I did something more. I'm not able to do a lot of coloring with my cat sitting in my hand, so I think I'm going to leave it as is, and you will see the next second of me coloring, but it will be another day. So all right, different day, same sweater. Coloring with Evie on my lap was really hard, so she's not here now, so I hope I can get some things done. I'm just going to start with her. I have her skin on her hair. It's this one, and I think this one, and then 187. Let me see which one that is. It's 182. Nope, nope, nope. 179. 187. Okay, so this is the palette for the skin, and I'm pretty sure that this video will be 2 parts because it's really too long already, even with editing, because I do speed up a lot of things, but with the hours that I'm already coloring these pages, even I cannot edit that well that it's a cohesive video and short. I cannot do that with this. And there's still a lot to do as well, so I am going to make it 2 parts. I'm going to sharpen this because it's so small to color this, so I really need sharp points. And I'm not going to do a lot of detail work here because it's so small and you won't be able to see a lot of it. So I do bring in a little bit of the darker, and then I'm going over with the mid-tone to blend it out a little bit, but I'm not going to put a lot of blending and layering in this area. That just won't do anything for the page. Ariel. I love how Kirby put all these fairy tales in a different daylight, and now we're all, oh, it is kind of scary, but also fairy tales are scary. Because, like, see, for example, the Brothers Grimm. I'm going to get the colors of her hair now, by the way. Let's see if I can find that. One, 2. That's 1. 182. I don't know what this color is. 180. To check my oranges, because I also need 111. This is 19. I think 111 is my smallest orange. 118. Ah, that's the red one. All right, so this is for her hair. I'm starting with the darker color in this particular area, so I can just, I hope you can see it. I hope you could see the other part. Sorry, I really have to remind myself that I'm filming and things have to be in frame. So a little bit of the darkest part, and again there is not a lot of space to put all the colors in, so I'm just doing the best I can. I think her hair color is really nice. It turned out nice on the other page, so. So I don't know how long it is since the start of this video, but it was somewhere in October that I started this. Obviously it's now November, and it's so funny because I don't even know what I have said in the beginning. But we'll see, we'll see. Everything is fine. I'm just going to talk about coloring because that's always good. So I did a flip through of a new book I got, Sprookjesbos, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to pick the pink tones for that I used on the crown, but I'm going to use them for her dress. So of course it's almost the end of the year and I do have a lot of plans, but I want to write them down and make some kind of list and then see what's possible, because from next month, from November, I'm sorry, I am going to work one day extra, so I will have less time to create videos. And on the one hand, that's sad, but on the other hand, I can still create videos, but I might be a little less active, just a little, a tad less active on doing videos and on YouTube. But I don't plan on disappearing. So, okay, so I went in with the darkest color, now going over and blending out with the second color. And then lastly, I will go over the whole dress with the lightest color. And then Ariel, oh, she has this shell, but she's almost done. Yeah, so I'm excited to start doing an extra day. If you have been watching my videos, you know that I bought a new house with my boyfriend, and it's our first home. We are renting right now, and we are very happy about it, but also we bought a kitchen and a bathroom and a floor, and oof, that's expensive. So that's why I'm really happy to work one extra day, and we'll see how it goes. It's also at a location that I really like, so yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm going to do the shell in the same colors because I'm lazy. I could choose purple, but I just did the darkest color and then I'm going with the lightest on top to top it off. And then we're going to Prince Eric, this poor little fellow. This poor fellow is being led to the sirens by Ariel, who looks so sweet, but she isn't. She isn't sweet. Not in this book. Alright, I'm going to use two colors for the hair. Yeah. I am using Burnt Umber 280 and I'm using Burnt Ochre 187 for the dark and the light hue. And usually I choose 3 colors, but his hair is like so little on the page. It's so small. I'm totally fine with just doing 2 colors. And this actually is the reason that I always say that books like this with a lot of detail, they actually are easier to color because you don't have a lot of room to blend, so you don't have to do that. Yeah, if you just put one color here, it would be just as nice. So yeah. Okay, he's going to have a little bit of a darker skin than she has. Yeah, let's do dark. Wait. Yeah. Okay, so I'm using the cinnamon for the lighter, the medium flesh for the medium tone, that's 131, and the Venetian red for the shadow tone. I'm going over with the light one first. You might notice that sometimes I start with the darkest one and I work from that using the mid-tone to spread it out a little bit more and then go over with the lightest one, and sometimes I go in with the lightest one and then I use the darkest and the mid-tone. I don't notice a lot of difference in the outcome. It's just a feeling that I'm following, and I cannot explain why I do this differently sometimes. It's holding her hands, cutie pie that he is. I don't know if those are hairs, but now it's shade. Maybe you had chest hair, like a grown-up man. I'm not sure. Alright, so I really enjoyed coloring with Evie here. She's now downstairs and I think she's in one of our dining room chairs. And she's totally fine until she starts meowing again. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, but also not as practical. I love her. I love Evie. She's a real sweetheart, and since my dogs are not here anymore, I did already enjoy her company, but I enjoy it even more now. I'm going to do what color? A blue pants, trousers, I don't know how you want to call it. And I'm going to use Cobalt Blue 143 for the darkest color. Can you see everything? And Ultramarine 120 for the lighter color. So we got a new bag of food, and she gets like allerget, how do you call it? Like food for allergies, because she is world's first cat. That wouldn't be true, but it's weird because she cannot keep fish down. So anything with fish in it, she's going to puke. And in a lot of foods where there is chicken, there is also fish. So that's sad for her because she really likes to eat fish and things like that, but she just gets sick. She really gets sick. I'm using a black now. So, but we got a new flavor without fish in it. It was the insect one, because we usually feed her rabbit, and I feel a little weird about it since I take care of so many rabbits in my job. And we also sometimes give her like a lamb. But we were like, you know what, let's try the insect one because it's from the same brand and it's especially for cats that cannot eat everything. But she was so sick. It was so sad. She was so sick. So yeah, that was horrible. So she's back on the lamb again. And she doesn't really enjoy the lamb and the rabbit that much, so I really feel for her. We did found some wet foods that she can have, so that's nice, but you just want to give your animal what he likes best and what's healthy for him or her, and we cannot really do that. Well, it's a healthy food, but we cannot give her what she would want most, so yeah. Oh, I was like, let's draw her in her eyes, but oh, she looks like a devil. Well, she is, so that's all right. I am going ahead and also color in this fish. And I'm going to do the small fish with the oranges I used on the previous page. Here and also here, so that's fun. But for the bigger fish, I might just do orange, but tone it down a little bit with brown colors. And this is an experiment, so I'm just going to try. Oh, this one maybe. It's a little bit more reddish, so let me see. And this is the darkest, and that's the mid-tone, and then we will have something like this. Let's see what I can come up with those three colors. And for a subject that is this big, you can actually a little bit easier use more than three colors, but I'm now keeping it at three because this page, I think it's a lot. I think I'm going to do him orange first and then create the shade, because that's what I feel I should do. So now he looks really orange, but it will be toned down a lot with the shading. I'm going to get my pencil extender if I can find it. Yeah, because I don't really like coloring with such a small little pencil. I will be doing some kind of restock. I think it will be the end of this year or maybe in the new year. But also at the end of this month, I'm going to the artist shop, probably, because there is someone that is going to do a demonstration about the Derwent's the new color pencils and the light fast ones, and she also made a book. So I am so sorry, I don't remember her name. It's here in the Netherlands. She is Dutch. And yeah, that's where I'm going, just to see how the pencils work, how they differ from each other. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But that's also why I cannot promise to restock at a certain time, because I don't know if I'm going to buy things after that. I would like to have a third pencil set someday. Normal pencils, I have 2 pencil sets, and then I have the Albrecht Dürers. So I actually already have 3, so let me say a 4th pencil set. But I also really want to get the Inktense, and those are so expensive. So yeah, just thinking what to do. We'll see. I might save up some of my YouTube money to get those Inktense pencils, because I am over the 1,000 subscribers, and when I started this video I was not, so that's funny. But I'm over the 1,000 subscribers, and which means I have a monetized channel right now. So when you see the advertisements at the start of the video, you help me financially a little bit, just a little bit, but I'm really, really grateful for everyone watching my channel. And also I have the membership with some really, really cool members who help the channel out a little bit, and of course they get a lot of cool content back for it, like one very fun live, strictly for members. So yeah, so I'm working hard for it, and I'm really, really proud, and I don't know where I went with this story. Oh yeah, so that's maybe money that I can save up, and then somewhere next year I might be able to buy the Inkten set. That would be so cool. So yeah. Yeah, I just don't know. It's on my wish list for such a long time that I love the colors, and I use my ouvertures a lot. So I know I will be make use of them. I'm going to start here. You see, you can see it. Yeah, I'm using my ouvertures a lot, and I really love doing mixed media, also like I did on this page. And I really, really enjoy my pencils. So yeah, and that's actually it. I'm not sure if I would love to get the Derwent. I don't have Derwent pencils yet, and I don't know if I would get the regular ones, like the new ones that came out with the 72, was it? Oh, I'm not sure how many there were. I think there were 72 in the set. Yeah, I don't know, because I do want to use all my supplies. So that's why I'm really picky on what supplies I want. I do have some other supplies on my wish list, so I will get some of those. A little bit here and there. So I hope I can do that for my YouTube money the coming year. And I do have some polychromos to replace, like this one almost. Yeah. It's just so much fun to color and be active in this community, and also see all the really nice books and supplies, which also really makes it hard to not spend all my money. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm what do you call it? I'm not poor. I'm not filthy rich. I'm not even rich, but I'm not poor. And I think I'm rich in the sense that I actually mostly can do what I want, and for some things I have to save up, and that's totally fine. And I love that I'm able to do that and dream about new things. So the Inktens are on my wish list for a long time, and that's totally fine. I'm happy to have them on my wish list. So, and I'm also still not buying a lot of books. I have been buying a little bit more books this year because I started the YouTube, but now at the end of the year I already noticed that I'm getting more picky about them. So there are some that I really love to still get, and some I'm like, yeah, but I do also want to color in all my books, and if I keep buying them I won't be able to finish anything. And I am a completionist. So yeah, it's also why I'm doing this fun color along for this whole book. And this is a book that I really love, so I'm like, yeah, put a lot of love to the books that I like the most, and then see what I'm going to do after. But I do like buying books. I do get the dopamine hit. So it's finding a nice balance. I think that's important. All right. I'm going to go over with the brown and I'm going to speed it up for this last little part, and then I will call it a day for this page again. I'm just doing bits by bits because that's working at this moment best for me. So you won't notice it, but I'm not doing everything in one go. So I will see you in the next clip after I finished shading this weird monster fish. I am actually going to speed things up now because I want this page done already. I have been working on this very long and you don't see it, you just see 1 or 2 videos about it, but it has been a while, so here goes. I am going to do the fishies. And I still have my colors here. I'm going to put these back first, just a moment. I really want to have this page finished now, but I have to leave in a bit, so I'm going to do the fish and then I probably have to go. But I'm almost there, guys. Almost there. I'm wondering if you are coloring with me and just do this in one go, because you will need all day. You will definitely need all day. I have the fish colors here and I have the fish here. So these are the light ones and these are the darker ones. And I think I'm going to do them all light to give a little bit more. On the other hand, this one is light as well. Maybe I should do them dark to have a little bit more of contrast with this big guy. I'm going to do them dark. I can change my mind like that. Yep. 130, 121. Where are you? Is this it? Yeah, this is 121 and 225. Dark red. These are the colors. that I am using. So I'm going to speed it up again because this video is going to be so long. And I actually put up my sleeves. I'm going to get a little fun video, and yeah, I will speak to you after. Let's start the boat today. I couldn't do all the items on the bottom of the sea, but today I'm feeling inspired by doing this boat, so that's what we will do. I am going to do some details with gold and silver Stabilo pens. And those are like the sword here and all the coins and things like that. And after, I just have a few things left to color. So, hi. Oh, she's here. Yeah, hi. Meow. She's disturbing me a lot in this video. Well, she just wants to help. Here she is. Yeah, so I'm going to do that with Evie here, and then I will be back for the last things to color. I think it is done. I am having another completed page, and you might have noticed that the last things I did, I was like, okay, just gold and silver. I'm done with this page, and I was totally over it. So I'm happy that I finished this one, and I will see you in my next video, which will be this one. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, having the patience to wait for this page because it took me a while, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!